Hey, good afternoon. So, the title of this live is Top Exercises of Double and Mass. Well, it's lunchtime. I'm going to the gym. I'm sitting at a red light here. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, like this jacket I'm wearing, if you guys go on my YouTube channel, you'll see the same jacket. I think I titled it modeling for Notre Dame or something. I don't know, something like that. Vogue. Just having fun. So in that video, you'll see the same jacket and how loose it is. Now, if you look at it, it's so tight. This is a jacket I've owned for like 2-3 years now. That, like, only thing I'm wearing under here is a wife beater, a black wife beater. I'm not wearing a dress shirt or anything. I could wear a dress shirt with a white shirt under it. Now look at the arms. Look at the arms. So we're not talking about just belly. Look at the arm. Look at the arm. So we're not talking about like, oh, I gained belly fat. Look at the arm. Like, if I do this, I could literally rip this jacket. If I really was hard pressed to, which I'm not, because I like this jacket, I could really do some damage to this jacket. And I had a khaki one that was kind of like khaki, color of khaki. But I left it at work one day. Like I literally dropped my bag on the ground, and I drove off. I literally, you know how like you put you have a lot of stuff, so you set your things down so you can open your car. I drove off, and somebody grabbed my things. I've never seen it since, And I literally walked around looking for my things. It was at my old job. Anyways, so the biggest change I've made really is adding pull-ups. Pull-ups. Pull-ups is what got this. Like, when I get up there to do pull-ups, all of this arm itch, is that what we're gonna call it? Like baggage? Arm itch? It's from pull-ups. Pull-ups built what push-ups and bench press. Whatever push-ups and bench press did not hit, pull-ups completed it. Push-ups and bench press just gave me that bulky like chest that did this. But pull-ups added the arms, the back, Bench press really just gave me chest and flabby arms, maybe. Not like flabby. Obviously you get muscle, right, from doing push-ups, but it's not necessarily, it's not, I really want to be careful. Like, when you do pull-ups, you fully extend your arms. The wide range that you go for pull-ups is much more intense for bench press. For bench press, you're really starting here. That's it. Here, that's it. Pull-ups is just wider range. And you can't go to 350 pounds. Like, I casually bench press 315 5 times, whatever, 6-7 times if I wanted. I try not to go more than 5, guys, because I do the same routine every day. So I don't want to do 20 reps, 30 reps if I'm doing it every day. So I just go heavy as possible, or as my mood entails, because I do it every day, day in, day out. Sometimes you're in a high, sometimes you're in a low. So sometimes I'm not gonna start 315. I'll do 225. And on those days, I'm happy to do it because it's almost like a relief. Like, 225. I'm going light. For me to literally say 225, I'm going light, which is what most people can't even. Anyways, so moving on. Yeah. So yes, when it comes to bench press, 315, 350, 400, 450 if you want. But when it comes to pull-ups, unless you're going weighted vests or the weight belt where you can add the weights, you really can't add the weight to it. However, on the flip side, you have maximum potential to control yourself. And control is something I've also added to my workouts. So speaking of bench press, when I do bench press, I don't just go I've never really done that because I've always done heavier weights. But even with the heavy weight, I will now go up, down, just control the weight. Like, I want to feel the contraction. I want to, like, right now I'm feeling my body contract. And if you don't feel that contraction, beat yourself up. Like, go in, work out really hard, and then do the same motion you normally do, and you will feel your muscles contract. And just feel that, and go with that motion. So when I do pull-ups, I always go for maximum control. Like, if there's a good-looking girl, I'm gonna make her look. It's a shawty, it's a baddie, whatever you want to call her. It's a good-looking girl. If I see a good-looking girl, I'm gonna jump up there. Knock it out. I'm gonna knock out the pull-up. Make just look strong. Just look strong. But if it's just a dude, guy, gym bros or gym girl bros that I've already talked to, and I know she don't want me, then I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna pull up slow, control, do 5 of them. The other thing people can get in a bad habit of is that swaying. When you're going up, you're not going up straight, For dips, you don't want to go up straight. For dips, to make it harder, you want to have your legs flare out. Let's say your arms are my fingers tips, right? For dips, you want to have your legs flare out like the rest of my hand. But what most people do is dips like this, right? They go dip, 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 but they really want dip, dip, dip. With that leg giving it leverage allows for more mass and more pressure to your chest and torso, and gets you to hit the lower chest so you don't have man boobies, right? For pull-ups, right? Unless you're doing you're basically cleaning. I forget what they call it. For pull-up, what do they call it? Anyways, unless you're like trying to get momentum and angle so you can clear the bar, pull up and clear the bar, and do like a dip up top. I try to just stay straight up forward because I want to be dead weight. Yes, you have to do a weight vest or a weight belt, right? If you want to add weight, but if you are dead weight, right, that's the other really good way to make sure that you're taking advantage of the weight that you do have. So I act dead weight control. Make sure I'm like this. Control, dead weight control. Like, feel the contraction. When I get all the way up there, hold it for 2 seconds, go all the way back down. And you want to do that for every exercise. My coach back in the day said, if I'm scared of the weight, basically he was talking about I was scared of the weight. Like, he wanted me to bounce the weight off my chest, and which is to this very day still very correct. If you want to go really heavy, like go for the 450, 500s, the technique is for you to bounce the weight off your chest, right? That's very accurate. That's very true. Unfortunately, I am not at this moment. I'm not training that and have no need. I can definitely do a 225, but now I'm seeing there's more benefit of me just bringing the 225 to my chest and pushing out. I'm not saying he's wrong. He's very correct. He was very correct then. He's very correct now. What I'm saying is, I work out every day, and it's more strength in my body to focus on form, take my time. Dang, these guys park where I normally park. Form, take my time, control, really let my muscles go through that process of maintaining the weight at whatever stage it is, and then intentionally pause. These are the ways to gain mass. And then the exercises, I did title this top exercises to gain mass. So obviously bench press or push up and push up. You can do both. Bench press, right? Well, let's bench. I would say bench press would be like number 5, guys. I would say bench press would be number 5. 4 or maybe 3 pull-ups. What would be 4? What would be 4? So either pull-ups is 3 or 4. And the reason for that is because 2 and 1 really need to go to 2 and 1. I would say 3 would be deadlifts. So if ooh, so 4 deadlifts, 3 pull-ups, 2 should go to squats, and then 1 needs to go to the power clean. The power clean, like you jerk that weight up from the floor, especially then you squat it and you stand back up. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. That's really way to go with the mass. Can't beat that. That's a whole. That's like a nuclear bomb to the whole body. Can't really beat that. And you know, if you want to talk about gaining mass, yeah, lower body is the king. You got lower body is the king. If you want to keep up your testosterone, right? You want to work out. And when you're working out, you work the largest muscle. Your largest muscle, your legs. So you want to do squats, deadlifts, right? And I talked before on other lives that you really want to do like your squat last. You want to do your squat last if you can. I would do the machine where you lay down and push the weight. Do that. Do some lunges. Then do whatever squat routine you normally have, like some goblin squats, right? Do some deadlifts and then do your traditional squats last. Because when you do that traditional squat last, that 300, 315 that you're doing, now to the body's going to feel like 400, 450. You know, it's going to really fatigue your legs, like put that finishing touch and force it to grow. And believe it or not, the more your lower legs grow, you'll see that in your upper body because your body isn't just healing that. It's giving the mandate that your whole, you know, your body needs to be healed. And if your body just feels like a big shock, like, hey, stuff are broken because your legs are your biggest part, your biggest muscle, right? So it's just gonna give you more and more. And so whatever it's not using the legs, obviously is gonna be using the arms. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go into this gym.